Welcome to the promo playbook by Cubic Promote. Today we have a lovely guest, one of our team members, Mary Aguirre. Mary, hello. Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. It's my pleasure being here. Thank you.
Mary has been an incredible superstar for our team. She's worked with many Australian customers in delivering merchandise and uniforms exactly to specification. Mary, could you share with the audience out there, what's the one customer that you've worked with that really stood out for you, where you thought, wow, this is a really interesting customer, or perhaps something that they do was quite meaningful? One of my own was when I worked with a charity for the small local community where a young boy recently passed away and the parents created this charity needing merchandise to sell to the public to raise funds for awareness for road safety. How about yours, Mary?
Mine, I think there was this one client who initially said no due to budget and I didn't push. I just asked what would make it a yes. And that opened up really honest conversation. Like we found a faster turnaround was more valuable than a price cut. So I've sealed that deal and they left glowing Google review. So that felt great.
Amazing. So it's all in the power of the question as
Yes,
opposed to
exactly.
really shooting out an answer. Great.
Exactly.
But was there any other interesting projects that you've worked with over the past couple of years where you thought, that's a really interesting project? Was there anything that may have stood out?
Yeah, it was from To Connect because they're getting promotional items from us. And the purpose of it is so amazing because this is for women safety like that. So it was amazing working with her. It's just like a non-profit, but we really get along together. So she's always purchasing with us for a month.
Amazing. Obviously, you got along very well in a very short space of time, which leads me to the next question. When people first initiate contact with someone, whether it be real life, maybe it's a friend that you meet that becomes a really good friend down the track, how do you go about creating a very, very quick relationship, whether it be a working relationship or any other couple relationship, very quickly in a short space of time?
And it's honestly, it's the empathy and timing. I listen deeply. I ask the right questions. So I try to feel what the client needs, even if they haven't articulated it yet. Speed and clarity and a bit of charm. It's never just about selling. It's about solving.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I have this client. I know what their mother age. I know their birthday. That's how we always get along.
Share with me, you use the word quite casually, the word charm. It really stuck out to me. Tell me a bit more about charm. What does it mean to you? What makes it charming? What makes it not charming? How do you create charm? Because that seems to be seems to be a bit of a secret sauce.
Okay, so I could say what makes me charm during call is my energy and authenticity. I don't sound like a script. I sound like me. Like clients can feel me when, someone's interested in helping, not just selling. So I bring like warm, I listen without interrupting, and I know when to sprinkle in a compliment to make someone smile.
Do you typically do this in your head? Sometimes I'm guilty of it where I'm talking to someone, but then instead of really listening, I'm thinking what I'm about to say next. Does that
Yeah.
ever happen to you? Or is it merely something that I do, which is a very bad habit, by the way, because you really want to be grounded and be in the conversation?
Times it happened, but not often. It's like really different actually on the conversation. But usually before I call them, I already do a background check on them.
Knowing a bit about the customer, even just on a brief level, really helps bring out a stronger, more powerful conversation.
Yes, exactly. If they're in a good mood, you laugh. If they're stressed, I become the calm and I always make sure they walk away feeling better than when they pick up. That's also a charm as well.
So we do a lot of weird things, lots of different weird, but strange requests. What are some of the stranger requests that you've received from a customer?
So far, I've encountered this client looking for, I believe it was a potato, like a potato. He's looking for custom stress balls shaped like potatoes with the text, won't be a couch potato. It was a brilliant.
That's a great idea. I've also done
Yeah.
one myself where I had a tomato sauce
Mhm.
bottle and the customer wanted to brand the words along the lines of, we have the secret sauce. Obviously, they're a consulting company and they want people to know that they have the secret sauce to success.
That's also awesome.
Well, from my physical point of view, when you're with a customer, working with a customer, do you have a power snack that you go to? What's one of the things that will give you energy?
Of course, there is almonds and dark chocolate and coffee. Obviously, coffee, always coffee.
I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I do eat a lot of junk food. My junk food of choice is always chips, a lot of
Chips.
fries. I mean, imagine this scenario. We have a potential customer that we're talking
Mhm,
to, and they're quite hesitant. They're
mhm.
skeptical. Can we deliver what we promise? When you talk to someone like that, how do you go about speaking to them in a way that would resonate?
I try not to bulldoze. I get curious. I say something like, what's holding you back? Or what will give you peace of mind here? When people hear it instead of sold to, the resistance drops. I bring in proof, I share real reviews, samples, and past results with clients. That's really did work.
I think I hear a common theme: the power of the question and listening.
Exactly.
I think I've learned something new myself. I appreciate you taking this time out this morning
Okay.
to connect with myself. And for the audience tuning out there, please stay tuned for the next episode of the Promo Playbook.
Thank you.